They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Pettis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Brown. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Pettis. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Might be changing the route. They just keep firing. Looking to scramble. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll give it to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Pettis. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Bears will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt is on its way. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun on third down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Back to pass on second down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Pettis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Open space at the 25. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Leaves him with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Madden. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Pettis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Pettis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Off play action. Now improvising. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Got his man out of the backfield, and he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back looking for help. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Now adjusting. Going right and going deep. Makes a grab for a big play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the left. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Wants to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. The Sooner offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. He's got his man inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the block, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
The Sooners come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Complete to the left. Touchdown Sooners! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Bears can really attack on this second and short.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Looking to throw on first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Offense gets set for second down. looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Mooney. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
To the air on first down. Looking downfield. Working the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The carry going off right tackle here. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Bears! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. this Sooner offense to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side now. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Got it, looking for a first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rushes on him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown Sooners! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield's record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Trying play action. Oh, he makes the catch. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where their execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wideout trying to get it in. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Making side adjustments here. He'll set up to throw. Pass to the end zone. Caught! Oh, touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and they take the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it along the sideline. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They're going to reach for the miracle, a long field goal attempt to win the game or give up a kick six. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. And he's going to have to run at this one like a kickoff. A long field goal attempt for the game. It's good! A booming kick to win the game. And now they take the lead. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much.